So Kendall was just asking, hi, here we are at the edge of the East River, looking across at Midtown Manhattan. And as you can see when Kendall looks down, yes, we're standing in the river. It's about half an hour after high tide. So where the water levels go from here, they may come up a little bit more because there's still a huge amount of water coming off the land. Connecticut, New York, upstate, feeding into the Hudson, New Jersey. It's all coming into this basin and all gets impacted by the ocean tide coming in. The neat thing about this, as a perspective, people haven't seen flooding like this since Hurricane Sandy. And when Hurricane Sandy came through, where I am standing right now, based on what the locals have told us, based on references up this old cobblestone road here, Hurricane Sandy would have had the water levels right here on me. Right here.
Whoa.
To give a perspective. Now this is not going away, people. This is our current reality.
Yeah.
This is flooding, fires, smoke, all of this stuff is what's happening.
Yeah.
Wherever you lie, we have to all work together. We have to be prepared for what is becoming a common occurrence. What does that mean for us as individuals? We have to have a bag, just a bag that's ready, that can take care of us for an overnight or 2 nights. Just have a couple bars, some water, dry clothes, some warm clothes.
Your identification.
ID.
Your
and preferably
medicines.
your clothes are wool, if you can. But whatever it is, just so you're prepared. Medications as well. And the preparedness part is the most important part because it allows you to connect. It allows you to connect with your mind, body, and heart. And you may not have everything perfect. You don't need to. You just need to know inside that if something happens, I have a plan. And as you think about plans, one of the neat things about this property where we're staying, as Kendall can go around, is it's a huge multi-block property. And where we're staying is heavy concrete. Like all of this land right here is responsible for shedding water as quickly as possible. And what we need to really start looking at is undeveloping what we have done. Could this be maximized for profit by building more condos and commercial space and utilizing it in the traditional measurement of money? Or could it be done in a way that's going to be measured by how it helps people feel prepared, how we connect to the planet? What would best identify and help this space would be for the property owners to work with the municipalities and jurisdictions to undevelop this. Imagine, what did this look like when the Native Americans roamed this area? When they lived here and they went to where the waters weren't flooding and came in to fish when they needed their food? What vegetation was growing here? How did it absorb storm flows? How did it help allow people to live in much better connection with nature? And that's what we need to have and to experience. Connecting our hearts to our minds and bodies, because remember, it is our human ego and nature that makes us think that we can build and prevent Mother Nature from doing what Mother Nature does. But we can't predict it and we can't stop it. We need to better learn to coexist with ourselves, with each other, our communities, and the planet. And today, of all days, is a good day to think about it, because today is a day to honor Native Americans and the schools, indigenous schools, so that we can honor and understand the pain that has been experienced, the mass graves of children that have been found of indigenous people. We are all in this together. The indigenous wisdom exists. It's time to set aside everything that we have come to believe about ourselves, about others, and work together. Work together to better be a part of this. There should be no reason why I couldn't go in there and just drink it If our water was taken care of the way it is meant to be, and our air, we should never have to worry about that. And when we think about that first, it brings us alignment to our hearts.
So just to reiterate that one organization and what we're shouting out to is the murdered and missing Indigenous women's and the daughters. So it's our
Murdered-
missing daughters.
Murdered and missing Indigenous women and children who have not been accounted for,
Yeah.
who we need to listen. Everybody should be accounted for. Indigenous people, POWs. It doesn't matter. We all matter.
Yeah.
We matter.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, because it is starting to sprinkle upon us again. So, time is of the essence is what I really got out of what you said, and that it's time to get into that alignment and also have some practical things that are in place so that you can take care of yourself and your family and the loved ones.
And what's it going to take to allow you to reconnect? Take off your shoes, walk in the grass, walk on the cement, play in the water.
Get outside in the rain.